Hey everybody, Ott DeFoe here, Major League Fishing professional angler. I've got something here that I've been very excited to get on both of my boats as well as here in the garage to use a lot of different situations that this particular tool is going to come in handy for me. It's going to solve a lot of problems and something that is just, man, it's something I've been waiting on for quite some time. So I'm super excited to have it. Just mounted it actually in my Z21 XL here in the garage, and I'm about to spool up the first reel that I've used it for. What is it? In case you're wondering at this point, it's a RAILBLAZA Spooling Station. It's something that I've got it mounted under a lid in my boat. You can mount it, on the wall in your garage. It works well in my tracker in that VersaTrack. It's extremely versatile, just like almost anything from RAILBLAZA is. You can mount it in a starport. You can mount it, in those track systems in a lot of different ways, or you can hard mount it like I've got it in my Nitro here. So, all right, so it's really simple actually to put everything on to your line spooling station. So the first thing you want to do is take this bar off up here. Okay, just unscrew this little thumb knob. You're going to take that off. Set this aside for just a second. Just a little tip here, I like my line to come off the top of the spool for a bait caster. So I want it coming off the top like that. So now I'm going to take and I'm going to poke a hole through that center part. Run that through there. Okay, so that's the arm is now run through there. I'm going to put that back in place on the spooling station. So now this is a place, once you get that set on there, this is a place where you can adjust a little bit of tension up and down on how much that spooling station, or how much your line spool will actually slide on that. So that's a place you can create a little bit of resistance if you so choose. So I actually want that to slide with just a little bit of touch. I just want it barely grazing it. So there's where I want that. Tighten it up with the thumb knob. Okay, so now that's spinning pretty smooth. Your other place to put adjustment on it is right down here on the bottom. So this part here will slide in all the way against the face of the spool. And I want that to have just a little bit of, just where it's going to touch it some, okay? You can push that in there and run this thumb adjustment screw in. Okay, so now that's going to spin. That little notch on the spool is actually what's catching there. I'm going to tighten up just a little bit more. A little too much, which is really easy to adjust. Okay, there we go. So I've got that set how I want it. Now, just to secure this line, while I'm going to move over here and get set up to tie this up, that's what this little deal in the front is for. This is where your line goes underneath of that, and then that's going to just hold it in place. So your line just literally slides underneath of there. Boom, it's secure. That is one of the handiest features on this whole deal, no question about it. So now I'm going to tie this together, and then I'm going to move spots. Just a quick little overhand knot. You don't need a FG knot right here. Just anything to hold those two lines together, and we're going to be ready to spool her up. Very, very versatile tool, very versatile thing. It's got a lot of great features to go along with it. So I'm going to go ahead and start spooling up here, and we'll go through a few of those key things that really make this a very, a very handy, a very useful thing for fishermen of any, of any level that are, wanting to put line on a reel like we all do at some point in time. We're needing to put line on a reel. The great thing with this tool is the fact that it works well, on any boat, mounted in a garage or anywhere like that. And for anglers of any skill level, it's something that is super simple to use. That's the great thing with this product. And it's, as I've said, it's very, very versatile. That arm it's mounted on is very versatile to be able to mount under a lid, because I can swing it around, mount it on my VersaTrack in my tracker. It's right there hanging on the side, something that I use for leader line a lot. It's right there, it's handy. If I break off a leader, man, it's right there on the side of the boat, super easy to get to. So we're sitting here in my bass boat. We spend a lot of time in between our tournament days or in the evenings, re-spooling up rods and reels. We got to get our gear ready for the next day, have fresh line. I can sit here comfortably in the passenger seat and be able to spool up, however many reels I need to do right here. Really, really easy to do, to change that spool out to the next size, whatever the case may be. Just a great, great tool, solves a lot of problems, and something that I'm very glad that we've got out in the RAILBLAZA lineup.